Hello and welcome to the Fort Wayne Outfitters Open. This is part two of the series. If you haven't watched part one, go ahead and watch that and then come on back. But we got some good contests going here. But
8 in a row by Andrew. Talk about a heater. It'll be
wow.
hard to catch him from here with a 5-stroke lead if these other guys don't string together a lot of birdies, and he probably has to come back to them with some pars too for them to catch him, don't you think, Blake?
Yeah, I definitely think that. I mean, he's had a little bit of a cold streak here. He parred the last two holes. But yeah, for these other guys to get back into it, they're going to have to put some magic together.
Definitely some musket holes coming up, so stay tuned and let's watch some disc golf.
All right, so here's the breakdown. As you can see, Cornwell is 17 down for the tournament, 8 down for the round. And Crowe will have the box, though, as he tries to chase Cornwell.
Another one, forehand's the most popular play. You can see it coming in. Just keep it on hyzer over the road as long as possible. Let it drop in. You can throw a turnover. You can throw a high hyzer if you're a crazy person. But looks like Andrew's going to throw a little bit of a baby turnover here at the basket.
Yeah, he went with the backhand here, which I was a little bit surprised. And you can see it's starting to drift left. And
Yes.
he does finish touching some gravel, but lands in the grass. And he'll have a nice putt. Oh, a little slip there from Plant.
And the other good thing about throwing a forehand is if you do leave it a little wide, it can definitely get a big skip off the road and put you in a good position for birdie. So
Yeah.
here's Eric throwing a high hyzer over the road.
Yeah, and you'll see this. Eric today seemed to be inside a lot on his throws, or right on his throws forehand. I don't know what the deal is with that as he misses that putt, but
Looked like a smooth putt there, just a little right from Eric. Billy putting it in.
he's got a very
Very
relaxed
smooth. Yeah.
stance. Yeah.
Almost looks like he's taking a nap and then just flicks it at the basket, but he's been very accurate, so
Yeah.
can't.
I like it. Very relaxed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Trevon now with his putt from about 20.
Just keeps it right on the pole.
His foot was very close to faulting.
Well, we're not on the card with him to stroke him. So
That's true. That's true. Cornwell now. He's got a little gravel in his back foot.
Let's see if he can get back on his birdie streak. And absolutely puts it right in. Do you know what he's putting with, Blake?
You know, I'm not sure. I do know that he made an Instagram post following this tournament and talked about some of the discs that he had used over the course of the weekend that worked well for him. So he might have said there, I did not see.
So 3 birdies on the card there with a par from Eric. Coming to hole 13. Another forehand predominant hole. You have this mandatory on the right side.
Ooh, and that has swung a bit left, a bit wide for Trevon, but he will stay in bounds.
Your circle's edge if you're right on the edge of the road there. So has a pretty good look at birdie. Here's Andrew's drive. A little bit lower, more inside. If you get inside, you may have to putt around some of these trees, but looks like he'll have a look straight at the basket here.
Got a big skip on that one.
Absolutely.
Plant now with his forehand.
That's one of the things about Schoaf is the grass is not skippy, but it can be inconsistent. You can get some big skips, but not definitely skips you can rely on. Eric again inside, as Blake said, on most of the day, but much better result
Yeah,
there.
he's got a good look there.
Much better result.
One of the best looks of the group, I would say.
Absolutely.
Crowe now with his putt. Got a tester.
No, puts it right on the pole.
No problem.
Wonderful putt. He seems to have a good pre-shot routine. Does the same thing every time.
Yeah.
A lot of good putters do that.
Yeah, on the tee as well, he has a good routine. Really, in every shot, he sticks to his routine, and it seems to be working for him. Plant now. It's his putt, very relaxed. Ooh, a little bit left. A lot of wobble on that one.
Yeah.
Which,
And you can hear the wind. There's not much wind out there today, but definitely something to keep in mind, especially out here at Schoaf.
Cornwell with a beautiful putt there.
Beautiful putt. Getting back on his birdie train. Here's Eric, see if he can get something going here. He's a big guy, has to take a knee.
Oh, no, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
You can see it too. He just
Eric is one of the best players in Fort Wayne, but having a tough day here on camera.
and Plant will tap in for his par.
Absolutely.
So we'll move on to hole 14.
And they are not catching up to Andrew as fast as they need to.
No.
Running out of holes here.
I will say we have a little bit of a third place battle going on between Plant and Thompson.
Absolutely.
It's good to see. 10 down, 11 down. Crowe will maintain the box.
Again, another must get here on the open card. You can throw just about anything you want at it, but there's 2 guardian trees right in front of the basket that are about 15 feet in front of it.
Yeah.
But if you don't get up or past it, then you may have to straddle around those. So
The only other danger on this hole is really going OB deep,
yeah,
which
if you go too long, but
not probably going to happen with this level.
yeah, it's a good 45 feet deep before you get out of bounds. So
Ooh, that's beautiful.
that's beautiful. But to be parked where you do, you have to flirt with that tree. So great throw by Andrew there.
And Cornwell now will have 3 in a row. Plant. Ooh, he turns this way left. And that is... Did he juice that? Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
He absolutely pumped that.
Wow.
That's OB.
That's OB.
Well, I didn't think we'd see an OB, but there you have it. It does come into play, even for these pros.
Big E hanging out too wide. That'll work back for him a little bit. Probably going to end up with probably circle's edge. That worked back better than I thought.
It worked back all right. So here's Plant from his meter in from OB.
This is for par.
Ooh, that's
Gives
a
it
great run.
Good run.
Thompson. And this wind is gusting.
You can see the Discraft banner in the back. But Eric reads it perfectly, pours it right in, right on the pole.
Great putt.
And these baskets are great baskets for catching disc, it seems.
What are these?
I don't know. They may be homemade baskets, but they are great at catching disc.
I honestly, I'm not sure what they are either. I believe they're either the spiders or the arachnids. A nice putt there from Crowe.
And the gallery goes wild.
And Tim loving it as well. But yeah, I believe they're made in Indiana. I believe the gentleman that was making them is no longer making the baskets. So it'll be interesting to see moving forward at Show as they start to wear down if how much longer they'll stay, because I do know they're getting a little bit older, but a lot of people love them. I like them. I think they're great baskets.
And this was a special hole added just for flow of play. If you've ever been to the Hoosier Hosier, it's a hole out there. So it's one the club has played before, but not part of the traditional course out at Show. So
yeah, it's 351. They obviously are working off of a pathway here, but you're walking up a little bit uphill as you're making your throw, so it's a little uncomfortable, but nice to have, obviously, some blacktop to throw off of.
definitely, if you get too far down that right side, you have some ceiling to contend with, making 350 feet even farther. More power needed on your throw.
Man, Thompson absolutely pumped that.
Absolutely.
And I would say it doesn't really feel like 350. I don't know. It might be around 350. I thought it felt maybe a little bit longer than that with the uphill, but Thompson really put a move on it. So here's his putt coming back towards the basket.
Gives a little jump at it. Good effort.
Yeah, just a little high.
Absolutely.
Crowe.
Self-branded shirt. I love it. Putting in a great birdie putt.
Dead center. Yeah, I believe he's a part of the Birdie Bum crew. That's what that is, out of Peru.
Wonderful.
That's their name.
A lot of support from the other clubs around Indiana. Great to see all the clubs supporting themselves. So on the card we have a guy from Peru, guy from Indianapolis, and of course the Fort Wayne local here in Eric putting in his par putt.
There we go. Well done. And yeah, Cornwell out of Pittsburgh, which is basically Indy.
Yep.
Right.
He's looking at 4 in a row here if he makes this one. Should be a easy putt for him. And he little high, but good catch by the
little
temp
left.
basket. Absolutely.
He gives a little look there as if to say, not too pleased.
Sometime we got to show some love to the basket because they correct some of our mistakes even when we don't throw a perfect
especially
putt.
this temp basket.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to move back onto the main course and on to hole 15.
And worth noting, Andrew has a 4-shot lead with 4 to play, so he's looking like he's really in the driver's seat at this point. Oh, 5 to play because they started on hole 2.
Correct.
Crowe throws it way too high on this hole. Not what you want.
Yeah, not what you want. This is one of the longer holes on the course. 416.
Yeah. Still averaged under par, which is great for this open field.
Yeah, definitely.
You're definitely not going to see that on the AM side.
2.8 stroke average.
Andrew putting a great move on it. He's probably got circle's edge putt with a guardian tree in the way, though. Hard to see the basket on this coverage, but it's in that group of trees.
Thompson with a nice Annie into a flex shot here, and that's coming in.
Oh! Great run.
The kick off the tree, wow.
Yeah.
I thought it might have had a chance to go in.
About a 12-footer there for birdie then for Eric. Wonderful shot. Here's Billy with a forehand line, trying to flex that out for maximum distance. And he is behind that tree, which is a good place to be, but still probably about 55 feet out for his birdie bid.
Yeah, that's 400 feet of power out of that forehand.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, that is such a hard shot to get that nose up when in a full backhand swing.
Good strategy trying to throw that rather than putt it from a knee and get as much power as you need.
Definitely. Would have loved to see that one going.
Good to use that glide of the disc where you can when it makes sense.
Here's 5 in a row?
For 5 in a row, here's Andrew's bid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Making it rain out here.
On the pro side, that's what you want. Use those chains to grab the disc.
These guys get their umbrellas out of their bags.
I did it again.
Missed a putt there from Trevon, but he made it. Here's Big E with his birdie. Wonderful. Very well played from Eric there.
Yeah. Great shot.
Here's Billy cleaning up his par. And Blake giving commentary on the video, so pulling double duty.
Yeah, I don't need to do it again here, I guess. So.
But now Andrew is 5 up with 4 to play, so he is definitely in the driver's seat.
He's sealing the deal here. I mean, it's going to take short of a miracle.
So here's the second hardest hole in the course. The basket is behind that big tree right in the center, but it is
390.
390, so it's a big rip. A little uphill, too, so plays even longer.
That's a good shot, though. He'll have an uphill putt, probably circle's edge.
And if you're a forehand player, you really can't flex one out because of this tree on the left, so you're going to see lots of backhand flex or hyzers from these guys.
Eric just exposing the nose a little bit there, got up on him and faded out early. Crowe now, let's see what he can do.
Like he put a good controlled rip on that. Absolutely.
Oh wow, he has more than enough power.
Wow, that's a rip.
Yeah, he can rip it. Okay. So plant now. We know that he has 400 feet of power in that forehand. Let's see what he can do with that tree. He gets over it. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, that's a powerful forehand there.
Not the best reaction off the ground, but
still about a 30-foot circle's edge putt.
Yeah. Thompson now with his throw from a knee. Looks like he's opting for a forehand.
And that's because of the ceiling from this guardian tree right there is why he took the knee. But a good bit at it.
Yeah, gave it a little run.
Here's Billy. Birdie bid. And just flips it over the cage.
What a reaction off of that basket.
We'd give him a slow mez, but that's a lot of editing work that we don't want to do.
Wait. We did give him a replay, though.
Oh, well.
Look at that flop over.
All right. No follow flights, though, because, well, that'd just be ridiculous.
Yeah, because
we don't know
it's
how.
A putt.
And we don't know how.
Okay. A long one here for Trevon. He's got to be outside the circle, I would imagine.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can hear that wind in the camera.
Yeah. It just dropped right off the table.
Definitely a tough putt.
Thompson needs this to save par.
Trying to read the wind, I think, here. Puts it.
No.
Oh, just off the left side.
Oh my goodness.
What was I saying about these baskets catching a lot, Blake?
Well, you know, if you hit him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's just he was just too far left on that one, and he knew it. You could tell. Just frustrated. All right, Cornwell, to keep the streak alive.
Oh,
man, what?
I'm not even sure what happened
Yeah,
there. That looked like a great putt.
I think it skipped off of the cage off the top and caught a little chain, and then just didn't have enough energy to.
But
to
when
stay.
you're 5 up with 4 to play, you can afford that happening.
Yeah. I'm sure he would have obviously liked to have made it, but yeah, in terms of tournament implications, he's fine.
Yeah. So you can see he's 13 down on the round, just putting on a show for us. 22 under for the tournament.
Yeah, that was just a stretch of 5 in a row.
But
so.
Eric and Billy definitely battling it out. 3 holes, and they are tied for 3rd place. So we'll see keep an eye on that action for sure. Here's Billy with the box.
So yeah, hole 17. Most people are going to throw a right-hand backhand here. You can throw a forehand, but the trees kind of come into play some more. You might have to try to just crash it into those top of those trees and just let it drop near the basket. Cornwell putting a good shot. Skips probably, I don't know, less than 10 feet away from the basket, but
He may
he'll
have to straddle around one of those trees, though, from where he ended
Yeah.
up. So if you end up to the right of the basket here from the tee, you probably won't have to contend with the trees. But if you end up left here,
Yeah.
you may have to straddle out and make your tough just a little bit tougher here.
Thompson now with his backhand shot. A little high, but looks good. Oh,
Wow.
no, that's perfect.
That's perfect.
Wow. Great shot. Crowe from about 35?
Yeah. Doesn't look like the tree's in his way, which is a little bit of luck from
Oh, my goodness.
too high. Maybe that.
Huh.
Maybe he had to hug that tree, and that got in his
Yeah.
head a little.
Yeah. It might have been outside of his comfort range, maybe for a straddle.
Yeah. But you can see Billy straddling out to get away from this tree. And I don't think he ever quite got comfortable there.
These guys were fun, too, to follow. Obviously, you know, Tim and I following them. Tim got to chat with them a little more than I did, but they were a good time.
Andrew, not letting up at all, even with the lead. Beautiful putt. Big E gonna clean up an easy birdie here.
So let's see here. Big E birdies this. That's going to put him at
12 under.
12 under.
And
And Billy will still be at 11.
Yeah, Billy parred.
So he's taking a 1-stroke lead for that
Third
third
place.
place spot. Looks like Trevon pretty much has 2nd place wrapped up. And we can say, obviously this is after the tournament now, I don't think anybody else was really close in terms of taking 2nd or there was somebody that was close to moving into 3rd, and we'll see how that plays out in the end. I believe it was Dominic Eufy. I'm not sure if I'm saying his last name right, but he was definitely battling in the mix, so we'll see what happens at the end. So we go into hole 18 here.
Forehand's probably the most popular play. You can throw a big hyzer, backhand hyzer. If you're a righty over these trees, kind of pick your poison. But if you're short there, again, you're going to have a big group of trees to contend with, and you may not have a putt if you're in there, depending on where your disc ends up.
Yeah, there's a little circle of trees that...
And the basket does drop off if you go long and get this bad roll like Eric did here.
Yeah.
So it's a must get, but definitely there's some teeth to it if you don't execute.
Yeah, it's only 236. And, oh, that's a great shot.
Billy throwing it in the chips, but needs to catch an edge and get to its face. There we go.
Fine there. That's a great shot.
Looks like they're all going forehand, which is a wise play here.
Yeah, wise play.
Definitely
I would
wise
say
play.
from the blue tees, you can a backhand is a lot more of a choice than a forehand.
Absolutely.
But, oh man, he's way down there.
It's probably 50 feet, maybe even 60.
Yeah, just misses a little high and right.
Tough bid from where he was,
Yeah,
though.
not much. better you can do. Crowe from about 20.
Nice. Putting it right on the pole.
Great shot.
Probably not going to catch Andrew at this point, but still having fun out there, that's for sure.
Yeah. He's fun to watch. I like his game. He's got a good forehand. Got great power.
Andrew
great touch.
lining up his mini. Oh, never mind. He's going to put that down, and
Pump faked us.
he's going to use a regular disc, folks. We don't want him to catch a penalty here near the end.
Yeah, I mean, he'd probably make it with the mini, honestly, with how he's putted
He'd
today.
probably beat me with a mini, so that's saying a lot about my game.
He's got that tree right in his vision. Oh, no problem.
He practices those in his practice basket. He puts sleeves right in his vision to make sure that doesn't affect him on the
Maybe
course.
he does, honestly, because, I mean, that would bother me. I don't know about you.
Absolutely.
So, one hole to go here. I think it's fair to say Andrew Cornwell is going to be our champion.
Absolutely.
Billy Plant with a nice shot there to get his birdie.
A big shout out to the club for putting on all these tournaments. Fort Wayne runs great tournaments, great tournament directors, a lot of experience from Brian Miller down through the ranks. Brian Wilson, Dave, Chester Rogers, Walters, and shout out to all those guys that help run the tournaments around the Fort Wayne area.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Hole 1, but our last hole of the day. And this is
one of the tougher holes on the course for sure.
It's a tougher hole. I mean, you got to hit this gap off the tee.
You have to get stable with a stable disc.
Yeah, and
get it back
the
to
basket
the left.
sits right on the edge of this hill.
And that is a great shot to end his tournament. Well deserved for Andrew, but he's going to have probably about a 15-footer to put a great round together.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know if he even played this course before playing it today, because first round they were on a temporary course, which is on the other side of the park, and I don't think he got to play a warm-up round on it. And I know he's got to be, I think he played a tournament the day before this, or maybe he was playing one the day after. That's a great shot as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, yeah, just a great display of skill from Andrew Cornwell today.
Let's see what Big E can do here. Hitting the gap.
That's looking tasty.
Looks like it has the height.
Oh
my
goodness. Well, that would have been a great way to cap off the day.
It is, but that's the risk of that shot because there's a drop-off on this basket behind it as well.
Yeah.
And he's probably got 35 feet here for his birdie, and he threw probably the best shot of the group. Just never gave it the height. All right, here's Billy with his birdie bid.
So Billy needs this to win it? Or to win third, obviously. And he missed it badly. I think that was for solo. Yeah, that was for solo third place. And I think they're having a discussion out here as to why did he run it like that? You know, just take the money of third and split it. But maybe he's even questioning himself now. I don't know. But let's see if he can knock this home and at least stay tied for third. No. Oh my goodness. Hey, that's cool though. You know, they're able to laugh about it. That's a fun time. All right.
Especially towards the end, it's good to be a good sport about everything with your group mates. Tell them thank you for making a round enjoyable out there for sure.
That's right. Crowe.
Mr. Crowe putting in his birdie.
And there he goes.
Great way to end the tournament.
He'll finish at 19 down for the tournament. Great tournament for Trevon. And he'll take home second place. Cornwell.
Here's his putt to cap off a great round.
There you are.
There we are.
Fort Wayne Outfitters champion.
16 under for the round. And Blake, what was that rated? Do you know?
I do not know.
That was a 1075 rated round.
Was it?
Absolutely. That's why he was on the Disc Golf podcast after that.
He was.
Highest rated round the whole weekend in disc golf, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
1,075 rated, 16 down round. Yes, Shove has a bunch of musket holes, but he got almost all of them.
Yeah.
What a display.
And there they are. What a good shot of the group. It was a pleasure. We hope to see you next year or at the next tournament we do. We hope you enjoyed this production of the Fort Wayne Outfitters Open 2019.
I'm bigger. He's sexier.
I don't think I'm actually sexier, but
We out.
we're out.
Give us a shout out. Bigger, sexier commentary. I'm going to hate myself for doing this.